Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Preston Endress. We have an update on the story involving former Southern Columbia and Penn State football player Julian Fleming. In the incident where he swerved to avoid a deer while intoxicated, ultimately killing his girlfriend, Fleming has waived his right to a preliminary hearing. Fleming, who posted his $75,000 bail, has been free since October 8th. He was charged with summary speeding offenses and carelessly operating his Yamaha ATV while under the influence. He admitted to officers at the scene that he drank 5 or 6 beers prior to driving, which unintentionally killed Elisa Boyd. Neither driver was wearing any safety gear, including helmets. Once taken to the hospital for evaluation, it came back that Fleming had a blood alcohol level of 0.118%, above the legal drinking limit of 0.08%. Fleming could possibly face a state prison sentence if convicted of felony crimes. Homicide by vehicle while driving under the influence carries a mandatory 3 to 7 year sentence in Pennsylvania. Other charges carry a cumulative 29 years if convicted and sentenced consecutively. The Wilkes-Barre City Police Department is seeking the public's help in identifying the man pictured on your screen. He is wanted for a retail theft at a Boscov's on November 5th. If anyone recognizes this individual or has any information, police are asking to contact Officer Vertical at 570-208-7994. A Swearsville man is facing felony animal cruelty charges after shooting 2 cats with a BB gun. 38-year-old Eric Roman is accused of shooting 2 cats, Maddie and Rascal, in February. A neighbor reported to the Luzerne County Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals that she discovered Maddie's body in a field where she witnessed Roman walking moments earlier. The neighbor also said that she had previously discovered Rascal's body nearby her garage a week earlier. During questioning, Roman admitted to shooting Maddie and claimed that he euthanized her after he saw her dragging her hind legs. But humane officers alleged that an investigation of Roman's claim didn't find any evidence of complications that would have resulted in her dragging her legs. They instead found 10 pellets in various parts of Maddie's body and a pellet nearby Rascal's stomach. The shot was said to have resulted in a slow and painful death for the cat. Roman is charged with 4 felony counts of aggravated cruelty to animals, 2 misdemeanor counts of cruelty to animals, and 2 summary counts of cruelty to animals. A deteriorating home in Mahanoy City collapsed on Wednesday evening. The home located at 421 East Market Street prompted a quick response from Bureau crews. The collapse occurred around 8:15 p.m., causing the structure to crumble on top of a contractor's van. Witnesses say they heard a loud crash and saw debris pouring onto the street. Neighbors say that the vacant home had been a concern for several years. The Bureau and emergency personnel had cleared East Market Street around 10 o'clock p.m. and pushed the debris and rubble back onto the property to open the street back up to the traffic. No injuries were reported in the incident. Bureau officials are expected to assess the site and what steps need to be taken to restore or demolish the rest of the structure. Police are looking for a teen who was reported missing last week. 15-year-old Luis Santiago was last seen wearing a white hooded sweatshirt. He is 5 foot 2 inches and has dark hair. If anyone knows the location of the person, they are asking to contact Detective Cordaro at 570-208-6669 or dial 911. A fire has destroyed a home in Wilkes-Barre early this morning. Fire departments arrived on the scene around 3 o'clock a.m., putting out hotspots at the home on Chandler Street. Firefighters helped a woman make it out of the house safely. There was no injuries from the incident. The fire chief said that the home is a total loss, but at this time, there is no word on what caused the fire. Coming up on WYLN News, a business has decided to give back to law enforcement. Plus, we'll tell you about some restaurants in the area helping those in need. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network, part of Jefferson Health. If you were Saved by the Bell and made epic mixtapes, it's time for a mammogram. Screenings help find breast cancer early when it's more treatable. Schedule today at lvhn.org/mammo.
My name is Jordan. Is Tomorrow's gonna be sunny.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
When emergency strikes, trust your care to the all-new ER at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. With a facility that's now twice the size. Experienced nurses who see you right away. A quick assessment process makes sure you get the care you need. Advanced technology on site. Safe, private treatment rooms, and a peace of mind that only this level of care can bring. When it matters most, trust your partner in emergency care. Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton.
It's the 47th annual American Cancer Society Greater Hazleton Unit Telethon, fighting every cancer for every life. Join us Saturday, November 15th from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts in Hazleton, or watch us live on WYLN TV 35. Tune in for all the entertainment, and please make a pledge Saturday, November 15th for the 47th annual American Cancer Society Telethon.
For a better customer experience, visit Fairway Subaru in Hazleton. Fairway Subaru has been providing generations of customers with Subarus. With exceptional customer service they've come to expect. Check out our selection in person or at fairwaysubaru.com. Fairway Subaru, the right car, the right price, the right dealer.
In this week's episode of Let's Talk Chiropractic, we're going to have a guest, Claudine Gallagher, and we're going to discuss how this whole thing works.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Watch Solo Spaceman on WYLN Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 7, and Sundays at 4:30.
Welcome back to WYLN News. Tractor Supply Company celebrated Hometown Heroes this past week, which recognizes all active and retired military as well as first responders. As part of the event, TSC Bloomsburg store manager Laura McCarty presented the Scott Township Police Department with a $500 donation as a thank you for their service and dedication to the community. Sergeant Eli Madaw, Officer James Filko, and K-9 Rush accepted the donation on the department's behalf. Berwick Borough will be celebrating the ribbon cutting of Sponsler Park on Monroe Street. The park's new accessible upgrades were made possible by the Berwick Department of Public Works, Community Giving Foundation, and the Berwick Youth in Philanthropy. At the ceremony, there will be live music from Dan Hess, coffee and food trucks such as the original Franco's Pizza, and the local drink trailer. Also, there will be free hot dogs while supplies last, compliments of the FTC Teen Center, and different events for children including a bounce house. The event will take place on Saturday, November 8th from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. On Saturday, November 8th, the Bloomsburg Police Department will be closing streets for the annual Bloomsburg Veterans Day Parade. From 9 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m., police will close Light Street Road, Main Street, and Marcus Street. The roads will reopen as the parade passes through the area. Officials are asking the public to please use caution when traveling through those areas, as there will be extra pedestrian and vehicle traffic. There are multiple restaurants in the area that are offering to help those who need it. Star Family Restaurant in Bloomsburg and Chiquitano's Pizzeria in Berwick are offering free meals to those with SNAP or EBT. For this week only, Star Family Restaurant, located at 3803 Columbia Boulevard, is offering a free cheeseburger and fries to those who need the assistance. Head waitress Karen Frederick said that about 6 people have already came in for free meals. The restaurant opened in April of this year and has had great support from the community since. Their hours are 6 o'clock a.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. every day. Shikitano's is open from 10 o'clock a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. on weekdays and 10 o'clock a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. on Saturdays. It is located at 1700 North Market Street. Co-owner Mari Shikitano said that she has served people ranging from ages 20 to 80 who needed the assistance. Though they announced it will only be free slices, they have given out whole pies to families in need. High winds and rain stormed through Pennsylvania last night and has left many throughout our area without power through Wednesday evening. PPL says that 17,000 are still without power, and just over 9,000 of them are reported in Wayne County. And other power companies had similar levels of power outages overnight, but many have restored power to their customers. The Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts is opening their stage production of Anastasia the Musical. The entire crew is excited to present their heartwarming adaptation of the animated movie Anastasia at the J.J. Ferreira Center. The show runs every night from tonight to Saturday at 7 o'clock p.m., and there was a special sensory-friendly performance in addition working with the Collaboration Autism Movement on Saturday at 2 o'clock p.m., and there will be a Sunday matinee at 3 o'clock p.m. The performance will take place at the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts at 212 West Broad Street, Hazleton. Coming up on Berwick's News Choice, Mark Peterson sits down with us for upcoming events at the Hazleton Art League in this week's Community and You. Plus, Wyln historian Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Lewisburg Part 2. And stay right here on Wyln. We'll be right back.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Pete Kasalika in the greater Hazleton area today.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Hi, welcome to this week's Community and You. I'm the host today, Preston Endress, and here with me is my good friend Mark Peterson from the Art League. How are you today, Mark?
I'm doing quite well, Preston. How are you?
I'm very good. Now, from what we're discussing today, seems that tomorrow we got a event of fun and a lot of exposure to amazingness. Is that am I correct on that, or?
You hit the nail on the head. We have our gallery opening at the Hayden Family Center for the Arts at 31 West Broad Street. It's right in downtown Hazleton. It's Friday. It is from 5 to 8, and we are having an opening with artist Reese Siegfried, and the exhibition is called Clowntown Code Orange.
Now, from that title, am I to assume there's something literal about clowns, or is there something more to it than what I'm thinking?
Well, it's more of a theme. Now, Reese's work is a lot of three-dimensional pieces, and they are animals. For example, you have raccoons, you have otters, you have squirrels, and they're all created in a fanciful type of atmosphere where they are almost as if they are participants in an amusement park. And it's really exciting, it's thought-provoking, and it's something different. You're going to see things that we don't usually have at the Hazleton Art League.
That's saying a lot, because I've been there a bunch of times and I've seen a lot. I've seen people play music. I've seen amazing paintings on the wall. I've seen little tiny sculptures that are really shown and displayed out of proudness for all. So this sounds like a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and we will have music. One of our local musicians, Billy Duffy, will be playing the piano. It's always enjoyable to hear him play. We're going to have light refreshments. The artist Reese Siegfried is going to be there. And you can go tour the Art League as well. We have our permanent collection on view. We have classes that we want people to know about. For example, we have a workshop that is coming up on Tuesday. It is a ceramic workshop with artist Joe Pilston, and we have children's classes starting on the 12th, I believe. So we have a lot going on. I thought I had the information here, but it is the 12th, and that's with Wander Matos. And so we have a floral thing happening with Smith Floral. It's going to be a floral workshop, and that's going to be on the 20th, and that is at 6 o'clock. So check out our website. Make sure you get all of the information on there, and you can become a member as well. Our memberships are $30 for the year, and I suspect you are a member. Is that correct?
I have yet to click that
Preston.
thing on. I want to.
I gave you a chance to.
No, I know. I'm
I'm sorry. I hate to do that to
No,
you.
no. You're
Actually,
fine,
I kind of
you're
enjoy
fine.
it a little bit.
Yeah, okay. It's fun to like really jab each other like that. Okay, but yes, I am definitely interested in showing my work that I've put all over on YouTube, because what I do with Legos is definitely in the realm of creativity, because I tell my life stories and a parody of something that I don't think I can mention here because of copyright stuff. But
but you should be a member of the Art League, and we have our
agree.
members. We have our members exhibition coming up in February. We don't have the exact dates yet because we're still working out the calendar. We have Earl W. Lehman, who's going to be exhibiting December through January. He is an amazing artist. He does abstract landscapes, which is going to be an interesting thing. We're thinking of having a women's themed exhibition for March in honor of International Women's Month. In July, we're going to be having a group show for a patriotic theme celebrating the 250th anniversary of our Declaration of Independence. So there's a lot happening. We have music coming up on, let me see, I always have to check the dates. On the 21st of November, doors open at 6:30 for Whale Teeth, and there are going to be other bands performing as well. And we also have Acoustic Jam, and that happens every fourth Sunday of the month. So it's local musicians coming into the gallery and just jamming, and that's from 1 to 3 on the fourth Sunday.
That's a lot of entertainment, and
There's a lot.
it's, how could anyone say no to this? Because I definitely look forward to tomorrow's stuff and definitely covering on that.
Yes, and there's so much happening downtown that people don't realize, because I think people think of downtown as a place that nobody goes to, but that couldn't be further from the truth. There's a lot happening. The Art League is open every day except Mondays. We're open from 10 to 5, Tuesday through Friday. And then we're open 1 to 4 on Saturday and Sunday. And we are going to be closed for Thanksgiving Day and the following Friday after that. But otherwise, we're open. Come on down, check out the art. It's free to come to our events. It is, unless it's a ticketed event like the musical one, but it's free. You can enjoy the permanent collection that we have there. You can sign up for a class. We want you to be a part of this community. It's a wonderful community. Everybody's welcome.
I look forward to this. Just gotta click that thing online, yeah.
Click that thing online. And don't forget, this December 5th, which is the first Friday, is going to be the Christmas tree lighting in Candu Community Park. And there's also Wassail Fest that we are going to be participating in as the Hazleton Art League. And there is going to be so much activity. We have the December opening that night. We're doing Wassail Fest. There's going to be the tree lighting. It's going to be wonderful. Pandemonium, holiday, get ready. It's going to be off the hook.
I'm already in Christmas spirit, and I'm even more thanks to that.
That's fantastic.
Okay, so is that everything that you talked about?
Absolutely not, but I am not going to continue prattling on. I want people to come to the Hazleton Art League. I would love for you to be a part of this community and just go online, become a member. You could also be a corporate member for the people who have corporations that want to be a part of it. You could be a parking sponsor. You can be a patron. Just come to the Hazleton Art League. Be a part of this wonderful community.
Okay, I think this weekend I got a website to visit, but okay, I look forward to tomorrow's thing, and I guess we looked into a lot of fun stuff that's coming up on these months, so I guess that'll do for this week's Community and You. We'll see you next time.
It's cold out there. Call S.J. Kowalski for the best products and solutions to help lower your energy costs and keep your family safe and comfortable this winter. Our professional team has unparalleled experience with all the latest innovative types of heating systems. We're a Lennox Premier dealer, installing high-quality equipment, providing the ultimate experience in comfort and climate control while being energy efficient. S.J. Kowalski, heating and cooling the way the earth intended.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Hello, I'm Wyln historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns. As the future Bucknell University started growing, so did the fortunes of one Lewisburg resident. Eli Slifer was born in Chester County in 1818, although his family moved to the Lewisburg area in his teen years. With the rise of the canals, Slifer entered the boat building business, entering a partnership with his brother-in-law William Frick. Although they opened their business in Northumberland, their company moved to Lewisburg by 1850, adding Philip Billmeyer to the firm by 1853. In addition to being a successful boat builder, Slifer had many other businesses in Lewisburg: lumber transportation, banking, and producing farm equipment, among others. He also had area railroads and public utilities as well. Soon, Slifer entered politics and made his way to Harrisburg, where he first served in the state legislature from 1850 to 1854, and then as state treasurer from 1855 to 1861. On the outbreak of the Civil War, he resigned as treasurer and took the position of Secretary of the Commonwealth. It was thus Slifer whom Governor Andrew Curtin entrusted with mobilization of troops for Pennsylvania's contributions to the war effort, and Slifer who would stand as acting governor whenever Curtin was indisposed. He remained as Secretary of the Commonwealth through 1867, then aided with Reconstruction efforts. Eli Slifer died in 1888 from injury sustained when he was thrown from his wagon by a spooked horse. He rests today in Lewisburg's Lewisburg Cemetery. In the years that followed, his mansion in Lewisburg was used as the office of Dr. Lamont Ross, and then the grounds of the first hospital in town, run by the Evangelical Association. It opened as a house museum in 1976 and served as such for close to 40 years. Railroads began superseding canals in the 1850s, and the Lewisburg area was no exception. The Lewisburg Center and Spruce Creek Railroad was chartered in 1853, intending to reach Spruce Creek just southwest of State College. Its aim was later expanded further toward Tyrone and Blair County, but it only reached as far as Mifflinburg by 1871, by which time the Pennsylvania Railroad had taken over direct control of the line. It was renamed the Lewisburg and Tyrone Railroad following bankruptcy in 1879 and expanded westward, building 2 tunnels through Paddy and Tunnel Mountains. It would never actually be a continuous route to Tyrone, however, the line from Lewisburg going only as far as Lamont, Center County. Over the decades, the line would be cut back little by little as traffic dwindled in the area. Conrail, which the Pennsylvania Railroad's owner, abandoned the rest of the line in 1981. The easternmost section between Lewisburg and Montanan was then operated by the West Shore Railroad Company as a freight and excursion line until 1997. Much of the Lewisburg and Tyrone's path is in use today now as a rail trail. Other railroads also served Lewisburg over the years, notably the Philadelphia and Reading Railroad, whose freight station the borough is now in the National Register of Historic Places, and the Lewisburg and Buffalo Valley Railroad. In 1851, Lewisburg would be named the seat of Union County. When the county, named in honor of the United States Federal Union, was first formed in 1811, Mifflinburg had been the initial county seat. New Berlin had then taken over the seat in 1813 and held it for 42 years before the rapidly growing Lewisburg would get the honor. It was also around this time that the Union County Fair would come to Lewisburg as well. It had first been held in New Berlin in 1853, and for the rest of the decade, Harleton and Mifflinburg would also get a chance to host it. In 1858, the Fair Association purchased 10 acres of land in Brook Park, about a mile west of Lewisburg. The property was close to a stream that allowed easy access to water by livestock, and had plenty of room for buildings to spring up. It hosted the first of 77 consecutive Union County Fairs in 1859, usually held 4 days each year in September. In addition to the usual livestock shows, horse racing was a frequently popular attraction at the fair, taking place every year up through 1934, when it was replaced with automobile racing. Specialty acts also played the fair from year to year. Acrobats, performing seals, balloon ascensions, and parachute jumps were among those that graced the fairgrounds over the decades. The last Union County Fair at the site would be in 1936, after which the Fair Association's bank sold the land. Today the fair, now operating under the name Union County West End Fair, takes place further west in Union County in Laurelton. To date, James Buchanan has been the only native Pennsylvanian to reach the office of president. Other Pennsylvanians, though, have tried to do the same. One of them was James Black, who was born in Lewisburg in 1823. After having been forced against his will to drink alcohol as a teenager by peers, Black became a strong opponent of liquor, never touching another drop himself. While he was a member of both the Democratic and Republican parties at various times, his anti-alcohol stance made him feel out of place in both. Thus, in 1869, he and several like-minded friends founded the Prohibition Party, whose big plank was the national banning of alcohol. It would also be the first political party in the country's history to accept women as members, and to push for women's voting rights. At the party's 1872 convention in Columbus, Ohio, Black was nominated as the party's presidential candidate. When the final national tally was held, however, he would receive just over 5,600 votes out of nearly 4.5 million votes cast, well behind eventual winner Ulysses S. Grant. Black continued with his anti-liquor message afterwards, serving as the Prohibition Party's chairman through 1880 and creating, with Neal Dow, the National Temperance Society and Publishing House. James Black died in 1893, 26 years before alcohol would be banned in the United States for 14 years. He rests today in Lancaster's Woodward Hill Cemetery. The Prohibition Party remains active today and is currently the third oldest continually active political party in the United States after the Democrats and Republicans. More successful politics would be Benjamin Vogt. Born in New Bloomfield, Perry County in 1863, his family moved to Lewisburg in his teen years following his father's death. Vogt apprenticed at the Lewisburg Chronicle at age 15. Once he reached 18, he borrowed $500 from his mother and founded his own paper, the Lewisburg Saturday News. It became one of the community's most successful newspapers in short order. In the 1890s, Vogt entered state politics. He served in the Pennsylvania House from 1893 to 1897 and the state Senate from 1901 to 1905. Among his accomplishments for Union County while in office were building a new free bridge over the Susquehanna to replace a tolled covered bridge that by then was in poor condition, the establishment of the Laurelton State Village for mentally challenged women, and improved rural roads. In 1909, Vogt would jump to the federal government when he was elected to the U.S. House. He would serve 3 separate stints in that federal House, from 1909 to 1913, 1915 to 1923, and 1933 to 1937. In between his terms in Congress, Vogt additionally served as Pennsylvania's Water Supply Commissioner from 1912 to 1914, and as Deputy Secretary of the Commonwealth in 1928 and 1929. Vogt's most far-reaching contribution in Congress was his introduction of a bill in 1916 that would attempt to give Americans over 65 a source of income to help them in their old age. While this bill failed to pass, it was a revised version that was signed into law in 1935 as the Social Security Act. Vogt, then midway through his third tenure in the House, would be there to see his dream realized. When he died in office 2 years later, he was buried in Lewisburg Cemetery under a headstone signifying him as the father of old age pension. His son Brown Vogt would run the Lewisburg Saturday News through 1946, when it was merged with the Lewisburg Journal. More mergers followed in the subsequent decades, and the paper operates today as the Standard.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.